14th at 3 p.m. Pastor Garza is the guest speaker at Mount Bethany Baptist Church, 142nd Church Anniversary. Reverend Kelvin Washington is the pastor. On September the 21st at 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. is our Combined Choir Annual Day. The special afternoon guests are Pastor Johnny Davenport and the Bethlehem Baptist Church.
Amen.
If we have any guests, would you please stand and state your name, church name, if it applies? We
Praise
welcome
God.
you.
Bless your heart.
Okay, that is it. Well, thank you for choosing Mount Calvary to come visit, and we hope that you return. And everybody have a blessed week. Thank you.
Amen. We're grateful to God for all of you. We thank God for the visitors that are here. Pray your blessings upon them. Deacon Porter has a couple of announcements that we will have, and then after which we would ask that Sister J. Bell and Sister Andrea Davis would come forth, amen, as we bless these gifts that have been given. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Good morning. I have two announcements. The first one being, I received a call, or the church received a call from Mr. Charles Simmons. He has Simmons Janitorial Service, and he said that there's any parishioners that were interested in working for his janitorial service here in Victoria, to have them give him a call. The number that he can be reached at and it's Charles Simmons with Simmons Janitorial Service.
What was that number again?
318-573-8475.
There we go.
So if anyone is interested, give the gentleman a call and discuss possible employment with him, okay? Amen. The next thing is, I've tentatively scheduled for, which is a Saturday, from either 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock that afternoon. We will be having CPR and AED training. I don't know if you've seen the AED device that we have in the back, but we're trying to get some CPR and AED training set up. There is a slot for 10 people to be trained. There is some slots that are left. So if anyone is interested in that training, please get with me after service, or you can, let me give you my numbers, 361-935-2734. 361-935-2734. So if any member is interested in participating in that, contact me and let me know so I can get you on the list. Amen?
Amen. And also want to thank the sponsors, thank the youth sponsors for this past week. Amen. This past Wednesday, we were at the Tanglewood Clubhouse for the pool party for the youth, and we're grateful to God for all of them that showed up and for those sponsors that showed up. I would have jumped in the water, but I didn't have my swim shoes on, so I just didn't do it. Amen. Amen. But they had a blast. I mean, they made my heart skip a beat, and some of the time it would be one of those Henderson kids that did it. One of my granddaughters, she jumped up in that water and she stayed her head down on the water. I'm like, wait a minute, I finna jump, and then she raised up, and when you 4 years old, you can play like you swimming, and it looked like you drowning. So I didn't know. But I'm just grateful that everybody had a blast, a wonderful time, and we're grateful to God for it. And I thank God for all the food that was prepared and done. We had homemade, in my mind, we had homemade rolls, ribeye, and we had V&V sausage. We had tea that came from Ireland. We had soda. That was in my mind. But everything was lovely. It was wonderful, and we enjoyed it. Amen. And I thank God again for our sponsors. Amen. Let's say amen to those sponsors again. Amen. And we have some kids that can swim. Amen. We have some kids that were scaring me. Amen. But I see that we're going to be all right. I done figured some of them out now. And they play like they're drowning when I was baptizing, but they jump in the water real good. Amen. Amen. At this time, we would ask if Sister J. Bell and Sister Andrea Davis would come forth as we make ready to ask God's blessings over these gifts, and ask that one of the deacons would come forth and hold them for them as well. Amen. And there does need to be an explanation for this. Amen. Amen. One of the deacons, please come forth. Amen. And one of the sisters, Sister J. Bell or Sister Andrea Davis, can explain. Amen.